And now to this, taken away in handcuffs, Richard Sepolio found guilty of causing the deaths of 4 people when he drove his truck off the Coronado Bridge on-ramp in 2016. 10 News reporter John Horn is live at Chicano Park, and John, Sepolio faces nearly 2 decades behind bars.
He does, Kimberly, and after that verdict came down, many of the people that were in the courtroom and watching on streams in the halls came back to Chicano Park, where there is this memorial. They came to pay their respects to the 4 people who passed away that October day. Now, that day looked a lot different than this one. It was a sunny afternoon at the La Raza motorcycle run at Chicano Park. Sepolio had been drinking and was apparently in an argument with his girlfriend. He was driving more than 80 miles an hour before his truck fell off the ramp, killing 4 people and injuring even more.
Although today it was hard to see him get handcuffed, his family didn't have to see him lowered into the ground like other families have had to witness.
Pablo Trevino was feet away when Richard Sepolio's truck careened off the Coronado Bridge on-ramp, killing 4 at the La Raza Run motorcycle event. The tragedy continues to follow him.
And I can go to an event from Northern California to Nevada to Texas, and I have people breaking down at our events.
On Wednesday, some justice served, a jury finding Richard Sepolio guilty of 4 counts of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. He faces up to 18 years in prison, Judge Charles Rogers ordering him into immediate custody before his sentencing in April.
18 years for the taking of 4 lives, hurting how many others?
Defense attorney Paul Pfingst argued that Sepolio was below the legal limit and that Sepolio is a good man who had a very bad traffic accident.
Who could have foreseen that you could go over the railings of a bridge, and who could have foreseen that there were people underneath in massive numbers? It's just an extraordinary series of events that created this tragedy.
Attorneys argued over police mishandling of blood samples, leading to questionable calculations and conflicting toxicology analyses. In the end, a toxicologist for the prosecution said Sepolio's blood alcohol level was between 0.06 and 0.11 at the time of the accident. Now, jurors found Sepolio guilty of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. Prosecutors aimed for gross vehicular manslaughter, which carries a heavier sentence. Now, coming up at 5, we will hear from a juror and the nephew of 2 of the people who died on that tragic day. For now, live at Chicano Park, John Horn, 10 News.
The end of a very emotional case here in San Diego. Thank you, John.